What is going on, people? Feroncio here, back with another Battle Mage Saga episode. And folks, we are done with the Fire Giant, and the next logical step would be just climb all the way to the forge that you see behind me and let Melina set this whole world aflame. But I am not going to do that now. The reason for that is we still have some unfinished business, and once Melina sets the whole world aflame, the state of the world will change, and some of the quests are not going to be uh, able to complete anymore. So, before we do that, we'll need to go back and collect one item that I need to take care of Mohg, and then go, beat Mohg. So from here, we will go all the way back to the Altus Plateau, and we will need to go to this church here, and that is a fight, an invasion, and that will give us a piece uh, of it's a tear that we can put in our flask and going to alleviate Mog's bleeding buildup. So we'll go all the way here to the Bower of Bounty side of Grace. And this area pretty much and it sucks really bad because we will need to go past all of those guys, and they are a pain. But we'll ignore all of them, really. Just ignore of them. We'll go from here, not here. I don't want to go there. We'll want to go straight over here, and then just drop uh, over here or maybe here, and then do what we need to do. So let's do this. And then again, ignore all of those guys. They will do Death Blight, and you really don't want to get hit by Death Blight. That builds up very fast. We don't need to worry about it. We don't need to worry about this crazy place either. All we need to do is just make sure that you can collect these Michaela lilies. It doesn't matter. But more important, pick up that stream that is over here, and let's go up. And from here, we should be able just to drop into the church. And I can see the church from here. Right here. And be careful because there are some dogs. So we can take this out. There are some dogs in front of the church, and those guys cause a lot of bleeding too. All of this is all about bleeding. And let's take care of those dogs. We really don't want the dogs to join the fight at all. So this is one. There is another one in here we need to locate. There he is. Alright, so I think there are just two of them. I don't remember having a third. But once these dogs are done, then we can collect the loot, and as soon as we get in, we're going to get invaded by Eleonora. Eleonora is not an easy fight. She has a weapon that causes a lot of bleeding and does a lot of hits So we don't want to get hit by it. Also, she has a couple of incantations that she will breathe either fire or she will cause a big roar. So she has the dragon incantation. So we need to be careful of that and take some space because we can hit her from a distance with combat. Although she will try to avoid that, and we probably better by either using Azura Moon's Blade or the good old Rock Sling. So as soon as we get in there, that will trigger the invasion. So you need to be ready. So just make sure that you buff up, drink your pot, and it is stopped. And let's go collect the loot. We got the Nagakiba, and that will trigger the invasion. She will come in. And don't give her any space. And Moon Veil is really good for this. And of course, she will. Here it is. And we are done with Eleonora. And she dropped us the purifying crystal tier, which is what we need in the Eleonora pole blade. So from here, guys, we are pretty much good to go to Mohg. And we can either teleport, but the fastest way to do this is just go back into our inventory and use the invitation Pure Blood Knight's Medal and just use this. And we are instantly teleported. Then you get teleported directly to the Mohgwyn Palace, and from here there is a loot here that you should pick up. It is a map for the whole region, and from here you rest at the site of grace, and this is the same place. We are in the same place. Now let's make sure that this is morning, and let's expand our runes, level up. I'm going to be adding a little bit more vigor because 30 is not something that I'm proud of, but we are kind of a glass cannon. We have little vigor, but we do a ton of damage. But still, in this area, this is not enough. So we will be proceeding over here and fight Mohg, and I'm going to be ignoring this whole region in here. Now there is a ton of good loot in here, and I encourage you to go and explore this region all by yourself. However, I am not going to do it. This has nothing to do with the Battle Mage, and this is not a walkthrough. So now be warned, there are 3 invasions here that happens, but there is really a lot of good loot, and all of this will cause a lot of bleeding. None of this red is rot, so you don't have to worry. You can step into that without a problem, but everything in here is supposed to be blood because this whole thing is about bleeding. So also, these enemies here, I'm not going to fight them. They do not add anything. From time to time, they will run through you and they will explode. But they are very slow, and most of the time they are just concerned with their own business. So once they explode, and they explode close to you, they will cause bleeding. So you need to stay away of them or let them explode. And if they explode, don't stay too close because that will bleed you. So pick up the loot and just run. See, they just caused some bleeding, and of course the bleed is still going on, and 2 of 3 exploding, it's going to cause some really good harm. So also this big dude in here does not worth fighting, but will cause bleeding again. Everything in here causes bleeding, and you don't want too much bleeding count. Just run past them, let those guys, pray, do whatever they want. And if you want to kill them, you can kill them, but they do not add a lot. They like 300 runes a piece. Let's check. Okay, and look at that, a lot of blood loss. Really, that is not a lot. And every time they die, they explode in this cloud of bleeding, and it is a painful, very painful experience. So let them be, because that is your best option. We'll have to fight a very hard opponent here. This is an invasion that happens, and worse, this area is very badly illuminated, and there is only a smithing stone in here that we care about it. But as soon as you see the summoning sign, do call in the mimic. You will need the mimic. This guy that is going to appear is an NPC hostile, and he causes a lot of bleeding. And he hit us a couple of times and we are done. There is a merchant over here. Let the mimic deal with this guy and hit him as much as possible. And now that he is done, and he will show up again on the way back. So let's talk to the merchant over here.
Are you here as a customer?
Let's see what he has to sell. He has, some stanching boluses that can help against bleeding. Have some blood roses, but besides that, they don't have that much. So it's not really worth it coming this way. And we'll have to face this other dude again. And here he comes. All right, and once he is done, we can proceed. Pick up this Lord's rune and stick to your left, and you don't need to go into this whole area here. All we need to do, and here he comes again. Just collect the rune and stick to the left. That is going to take us all the way to the end of this whole area. There is another piece of loot in there, but really, here he comes again. Let's collect this Clove Grave Wharf. And now we will keep on going. This is the end of it. But there will be an invasion in here, and he will show up again. But the whole thing is that I'm going to pass all the way get to the site of grace. And folks, what we missing here is to mix the wondrous physic, and we're going to take this and put the purifying that alleviates Mohg's curse, and I think we are good here. Let's make sure we have all the spells that we want. Really think we can do some Terra Magica here. So maybe let's go use Terra Magica. Although I don't think I'm going to be sitting in the place all the time. So I think this is good. We have Comet Azure. And now we'll go back. We'll have to call back the elevator. So let's collect a little bit more runes by killing those guys. I think probably better by using Comet. This is great runes farming. So this guy is a little bit more complicated, but we can deal with him. Alright, so he is done. We get our pots back. That is a ancient dragon that we collected here last time, and let's bring in the elevator. And let's go face Mohg. Make sure that we are top up. And let's also adjust our equipment. We don't need that fire medallion, and we can use some extra health against Mohg. I think that's all we need. You know, we can we are good in the rest. So from here it is battling Mohg. So let's make sure that we buff up, drink our pots, and we will be hitting here most likely with rock slings. So I'm going to skip this cutscene, bring in the mimic, and start hitting him as much. We also have the Mohg shackle. And it was a single hit. Look at that. A single hit, and he took care of us. Anyway, let's do this again, because that was disgusting. Make sure that we have not the Margit, but the Mohg shackle in there, and let's make sure that we can use it. So then again, let's buff up. Drink the pot. And when we get the mimic, let's get our health up. And now let's hit Mohg. And we gotta hit it, a critical. Let's use that. We should have another critical very soon. Oh, I missed the critical. Oh, another critical. And this one I did not miss. And Mohg is done, folks.
The coming of our dynasty. Mohgwyn.
Alright, with Mohg done, let's go to the side of grace. Let's make sure that we spend our runes, and Mohg gave us a ton of runes, so we good all the way. Man, look at that many runes. All the way to level 37. I should have ate the pickle fowl. And from here, folks, this is pretty much how do you get to the DLC. You go talk to this lady here. She is going to talk to you and tell you, you just go touch his hand, and from here you will go to the DLC. So I'll wrap things. Okay, let's go talk to her really quick. And
I am led her. Touch the wither to the realm of shadow. My compatriots are like us, if you can find. Come now. I will not be far behind.
so from here you can just touch the wither arm, and that will take you to the DLC. So folks, I'm going to wrap up this episode over here. And of course, if you're enjoying the series, please go ahead, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode.